Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to do a follow-up. I've had this mower now for a little over 2 months, I believe, and kind of show a follow-up on some stuff. I know I've had a lot of people watch my other video about it when I first got it, and had a few issues, a few different things, which I mean, you know, nothing's perfect, you know. So, well, let me tell you about what I had going on here so far. First off, it really does, you know, it does a great job. I just mowed just a few minutes ago, and yeah, I think it looks great. I mow it down on the number 2 setting, and hey, the magnolias are starting to bloom. Looks good. And you know, everything's pretty solid on it. Like I said, it mows pretty decent. I had seen some other people talk about the issues on this, and the thing that's getting me right now is I have got something weeping oil. Now, if you know much about leaks, you know, you flat out leak stuff going crazy. Weeping is something, some little old seal just did not seal great. And I know it's hard to see out here, but it's right in. I'm trying to burn myself. You can see there, it's coming around the bottom of the motor itself, and it's just getting stuff wet. There's actually a little bit coming down and getting down on into here. I don't know if that's the shaft seal. It's kind of hard to tell. I went around and, you know, checked all the drain plugs, the oil filter, everything like that I can, and I can't find it. It's not enough that it's, there you can see, it's not enough that it's affecting the oil level, luckily. I mean, it's, you know, you check the oil, you can't tell if anything's come out. It's just what you call weeping. The crazy issue with that was, and I honestly, I wish I'd never fooled with Lowe's. Everybody's heard the horror stories about Lowe's, and I finally had mine. The so-called manager of whatever department or whatever down there, that was the one of the most ridiculous women I have ever spoke to in my life. That's saying something. But called down there, all, you know, sleeking, you know, what we're gonna do. Well, we'll bring it down. I said, why should I bring it back? You know, I just bought it. I hadn't had it a month when this started. And so she's like, oh, well, we'll come get it. I said, what's more like it? Well, they finally come pick it up. And then she says they don't go out until Thursdays, whenever the deal was. Okay, fine. So then they turn around and call me back on a Friday, and she says, well, it didn't ship, so it'll be next Thursday. And I'm like, what? I said, so she's telling me, too, that this could take 4 to 6 weeks. So I just bought a brand new mower that I was paid $4,000 for. And this is going to be 4 to 6 weeks to get this mower back when I'm needing it, bought it to mow now. And, oh, yeah. And I said, you know, this is not acceptable. And then she says, well, there may be some sort of charge involved. I said, this has a 3-year warranty on it. There's no charge. Well, you said something about having to take something off of something, that you remove something. I said, no, the throttle cable was binding up, and I had to take this plastic cover off of it. Well, no, I'll have to put that down. I said, no. I said, I've had enough of your foolishness. I mean, we got into it on the phone more than once. And I finally told her, I said, you know what, I'm coming to get my mower. I've had it. I said, you were lying on stuff, trying to make me out to be something I'm not, saying I did stuff I didn't do. You're not a mechanic. You have no damn clue what you're talking about. And it was just like her mission in life to just mess with me. I called and I said, I'll tell you what, you better get my mower ready. I'm coming back. I said, it's not sitting down there not another day. They had it for 3 days, and then they didn't. Luckily, their screw up was lucky the last time they didn't ship it out. I said, you're not taking my mower out of state and keep it 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not doing this. This is ridiculous. And so I went and picked it up. I like to never got it. Of course, it wasn't the kid's fault working there. He had no clue. We're out of these mowers. I said, son, my mower's back in the back. Go get it out here now, or bring me $4,000. I don't care anymore. So they brought my mower. I brought it home. I found an authorized dealer in another town north of here, which I never go to that town, you know, so I didn't know they were even up there. I talked to the guy on the phone. He was real friendly. He said, we've been a dealer here for a year. He said, let me guess, you're having trouble with a box store and a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. I said, yes, sir, I am. And he said, well, I hear that a lot. And I said, well, you know, I didn't even know y'all were there. I wish I had. If I'd have bought the mower off you. But I can't change that now. And I said, will you fix my mower if I bring it to you? He said, yeah, no problem. No problem at all. He said, if I had the parts and it's what you think it might be, it won't be a day to fix it. He said, you know what? You got a 3-year warranty on it. You don't even have to be in a hurry. You want to mow. It's not hurting anything. So that's what I've been doing. But to elaborate real quick on this issue, and I've seen other people having this stuff, this thing that this woman thought I had just massacred this. And I blame this on you, Toro. Toro, this is a foolish deal. This is your muffler right here underneath this. This is hot, freaking hot. There should have been a guard put over this muffler. Or you should have routed this different or done something different. This top line right here, that's your choke cable. It kept sticking. Your bottom line here, that is your throttle cable. They put these on here with these plastic. Both of these had a plastic cover wrapped all over them here. The plastic cable on the end of the throttle cable, all this plastic, it melted. You see it here. But when it melted on it's got inside the cable itself, and it seized that up. It's done. I couldn't throttle it down. I couldn't do nothing with it. Couldn't get back in the garage. So I had to cut all that plastic off. Then I had to take that cable off, and I had to pry all this goop out of it. It's set up like concrete. And just to be honest with you, Toro buddy, that is a piss poor design. If you were gonna have to route that there, you should have not used a cable with a plastic on it, for one thing. I mean, that was pointless. You didn't need it. I guess they thought they'd keep from whatever their idea, keep water out of it, maybe something, you know, whatever. If you're gonna have to do that, there should have been a heat shield over that. That's all there is to it. But I've got it off there today, and it's sticking again today. I mean, you can grease it. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna burn the grease out of it. And it's just something now, unfortunately, you're gonna have to fool with from now on. And so no, I'm not real happy with any of that. I don't appreciate some woman at Lowe's accusing me of something and she had no clue what she was talking about. She's no freaking mechanic. That's sad that's just, unfortunately, like the guy said, it's a box store, and that's the kind of nonsense you get. Good and bad people everywhere, but sometimes people put in these positions they got no business putting into. Overall, I'm happy with it. It's a decent mower. I've been out here mowing. You know, I think it does a good job. I like it. I like the feel of it. I like how it runs. I like how the turning deal on it. I like the way the yard looks when it cut. And, you know, like it says, time cutter deal here. That was my biggest thing, and I mentioned another video, man. It took me 3.5 hours to mow all my yard with the garage door shut and squeaking. It took me 3.5 hours to mow my yard with a 46-inch cut rider, and I've got this 50-inch now, and 1 hour. Got it down to 1 hour, and it's been really rainy here lately, so it's took me an extra 5 or 10 minutes because I couldn't spin without I can't spin out here without tearing the yard up. So overall, I'm glad I got it. The little weeping issue there, it's not getting any worse, and it may not. It may actually seal itself up after a while too. You can't ever tell with that sort of thing. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. When I get ready, if it needs to be fixed, I'll take it to the other place and let them take care of it. So my suggestion for you all, if you want one of these and you don't want to fool with Lowe's and their nonsense, go find one of these other dealers. They may be a little bit higher, but in the long run, it's probably worth it. I wish that's what I had done. Lowe's can suck it. I am just fed up with Lowe's. I hate going to Lowe's. I've never liked going to Lowe's. It's just always a bunch of bull every time you go. And then I get people down there that quite honestly don't need to be there, like that woman I talked to. So y'all keep an eye on your cables here. It might be a good idea if yours hadn't stuck yet to go on and just cut that plastic off of that. Get that plastic off there before it melts and seizes up. Other than that, I hadn't had any issues. I'm happy with it. one of these, the one on the left side here, it's a little whiny and when in the turns. This little motor thing under here, it whines a little more than the left. But I have been by places and saw people and heard other mowers you drive by, and theirs are so loud you can hear them across the road over there. So I don't know. I suppose maybe that's normal for something like that. Anyways, all right. Well, I got catched up there, a few things there, told things like it is. So hopefully y'all have good luck, and if you don't, at least maybe you can do something with those cables and stuff now before they get any worse. So appreciate you watching. Y'all take care. Enjoy summer. It's finally here, and we will catch y'all later. Thanks for watching.